my wife was there as well too. So you've been married for 9 years. I've been married. Well, by that time, you're married for 9 years. You've been married for 9 years, right? So
Yeah.
me and Miss Wade got married in 2012. So I'm we're at that 10-year mark going on 11. Actually, it's 11 years now. It was 11 years in January 14th. And this is something that, you have to learn along. I'm glad that you said that. You learn it along the way, right? Because, our relationship, started when, I was making not even six figures yet, right? We were dating at that point in time, but she saw the journey, the path that I was on in my career. And something that you said was that your career, opens a lot of things up from where you eat, where your kids go to school, the people that you meet, the circles that you get, in access to, which contributes to a lot of things in your life, your health, your wealth, all that sort of stuff, right? And, she saw the journey that I was on of continue to ladder climb and, our, not having an example, that I could look at up close of what a marriage should look like, what a couple should look like that, is making a high amount of money. My thought process was, you know what? My wife, she's always going to work because my mother worked, right? I'm always going to work because that's what I need to do and so forth, right? And as I continue to climb, I can tell you this, we've experienced challenges when it comes down to the financial pieces of it. But what I can tell you guys is this, as my income grew, a lot of the challenges that we may have faced from her being tired and her having the burden on her to having the kids and having to feel like she has to do everything, a lot of that was removed to where there was a clear divide in roles and responsibilities. At least that's what we put in our house of what are our roles in this relationship? Obviously, to make sure that each other are good. That's number one, right? But also you define that a little bit more in detail of, okay, well, if I'm going to get up every single day, continue to work as hard as I need to, what are your roles going to be? And, we decided on what that would look like for both of us. And her roles, and believe me, her job is bigger than mine. Big time, right? And a lot of people just don't understand that. Her role is bigger than mine. Her role is to continue to inspire me to get up every single day. Her role is to continue to inspire the kids, to make sure the kids are taken care of. Something that you said also, happy home. I walk into my house and I want to be home. I love to be home, right? A lot of people don't like to be home. Why? Because they don't have that environment inside their house, right? And that's Miss Wade's role as well. And don't get me wrong, that's my role as well. I partake in everything with the kids and I have my say so, but we have roles and responsibilities in this relationship. And the more money that I've made, a lot of the other things that we may have, disagreements on, a lot of those no longer exist, right? From, who's going to share the responsibilities for cleaning the house on a Saturday? We don't got to worry about that. We have cleaners now, right? Who's going to be responsible for doing this? Well, we don't worry about this because we already defined our roles and responsibilities. So, ultimately, guys, earning a higher income can make your life your life significant better, and also your partner's life a significant better, therefore causing you, to accelerate, to focus on the things that you are enjoying about your career to continue to make more money. But it starts with you committing to yourself to get it done. And that's what Trey did, of signing up for Course Careers after he saw the video with Cyrus and Anthony O'Neill. And he said, you know what? I'm going to talk to my wife. I'm just going to get it done. For you, many of you guys who are looking to make the transition, commit. You got a gentleman that's, on this channel today telling his story of going from making, let's just say, $6,000 a month to now he's doing $20,000 and $30,000 a month in a short amount of time. What's up, ladder climbers? This is Antoine Wade. I wanted to interrupt this video to talk to you guys about Course Careers. Course Careers is the place that you guys need to go if you have a high interest into tech sales. They will help you gain the skills that you need so that you can enter the tech sales world to make a whole bunch of money. Tech sales salaries early on is about $60,000, guys. That's a good salary. And with OTEs, you can make anywhere from $85,000 to $90,000. If you have an interest in tech sales, check out Course Careers, link in the description. And don't forget to use Antoine50 so that you can get a $50 discount off of Course Careers. See you guys in tech sales. Right? Crushing it in the tech sales world. Just imagine as he continues to ladder climb in that space and continues to document his journey. And it's giving other individuals a good example of how they can change their lives if they aren't satisfied with the money that they're making, if they aren't satisfied with where they are from an income perspective, if they want to ultimately be married, like my man Corey R, who's getting ready to be getting married in 5 hours. Congratulations to you, brother Corey.
I saw that.
Marriage is beautiful.
Congratulations.
It's absolutely beautiful. And people don't talk about that a lot of the times. They talk about all the negative stuff, divorces. Marriage is absolutely wonderful. Now, the thing is, you got to find the right person to grow with. And you got to be the right person yourself, right, to want to grow. You have to grow. That's the whole point of marriage. It's growing. It's growing. That's what it is. Every single day, it's growth. It's a step in the right direction. And hopefully you guys are on the same page where you can grow together. Right? So, Trey, hit us with anything else that you wanted to talk about along your journey, things that you've learned, from, obviously now that you're in the sales world, what is it like? Like, is it, now that because before you had this stigma about, tech that, it had to be coding. Now you see that it's not that. Talk about what the role is like for you and your future in that world. Talk about that.
Yeah. Well, first things first, whatever industry you're in, if it's not in the tech industry, you need to do that job in a tech company because it's just all around better. But that's what I'll say. But as far as my specific role, man, it's just growth every day. You continue to learn, continue to try and better yourself. And in doing that, you just become an all around better person and you can help others. One thing that I will say that I didn't think it would be like that, but the amount of help that everyone is willing to give you in that role is mind blowing. When you think about tech sales or just sales in general, you think that people are, hoarding information or really, they'll stab you in the back or, all of this stuff. But what I found is that people are more than willing to give you all the information you need to succeed. They want you to succeed, not just your managers, right? Your managers want you to succeed because they also get bonuses when their team hits certain goals and things like that. So they're not against you. Your teammates, the people you're in the trenches with, they want you to win. They're giving you everything. Why? We work different territories. I'm in North Carolina and Virginia. You might be in New York or California. You don't care that I'm getting success or that I'm winning because I'm not calling your people or I'm not talking to your people. That doesn't matter to you. What matters is, hey, we're on the same team. I have some gems. You ask for them, here they are. Work it if you can, use it, and vice versa, right? So I'll say the environment is one thing that I just didn't expect it. I thought, you kind of think maybe you'll be in it on your own. And then the last thing I'll say is a lot of people say this or they ask me this, so I'll say it here. Up front, especially if you come in on the entry level role, you're not selling. So a lot of people are scared of sales or things like that. This is not sales in the sales development rep role. right? All you're doing is trying to set meetings for business to business. So it's not that pressure of, oh man, I gotta sell this person. No, all you're doing is saying, hey, I think we have a product that can fit for you. What do you think about a 10-minute conversation to see if that is? If not, we can brush hands and go our separate ways. But you're just setting a meeting. It's not anything really heavy on me. So that was one thing that I really just got out of this whole experience so far, and that I'm seeing as far as the trajectory of the role. I really love the fact that you can start here, at the entry level role and really just kind of level up over time, and not like 20 years and things like that. It's, hey, in 8 years, you probably, if you're at the right company doing the right thing and really learning and honing the skills you need to learn, you could literally be an enterprise account executive, doing $500,000, over $500,000 a year from the W-2. This is not including, one thing I didn't mention it earlier, but one thing, when you start making more money, it does open up areas where you can start doing other things with that money. So now yes, you're at work on your W-2, but you also have money that you put over here that's going to work for you, right? Through investment properties and things like that, now you have that money that you can put in, not to go and buy a Gucci down suit, right? Like, if that's your thing, I guess, if that's your thing, do it, right? The whole thing is, for sure, do it for you and not for other people. There are people who love things, and there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you're doing it for and you have the means to do it. But if not, don't do it for others, because it's empty. They're only going to say congratulations once. They're only going to, oh man, that car is fire. That's only going to happen once. After that, you just got it and you're stuck with the bill. So make sure you're doing this stuff for you. That's why I said investing in other businesses and other things. That way you can continue to make money. And then ultimately, if your thing is, hey, I kind of want to leave this W-2 now, guess what? The money didn't drop off, because over time you were putting it in different places strategically, and it's now working for you. So just looking forward to that and looking towards those things, it keeps me excited. That's why I wake up early in the morning. I love it.
I love it. I love it, Trey.